I let my best friend move into my spare bedroom because she was crying outside a Waffle House at 11 at night with 2 garbage bags and nowhere to go. Let me back up. Tanya and I had been friends since 7th grade in Fort Worth, 20 years. I was maid of honor at her wedding. I held her hand when she miscarried. I drove 4 hours in a thunderstorm when her mom had a stroke. That was the kind of friendship I thought we had. When her marriage fell apart last spring, she called me from that parking lot, and I told her to come straight over. I made up the spare room. I told her stay as long as she needed. I did not ask her for rent because she was my best friend and she was hurting, and that is what you do for people you love. 6 months went by. Tanya got back on her feet, got a new job, started going out again, started having her new boyfriend over 3 and 4 nights a week without asking me, started eating my groceries without replacing them, started leaving dishes in the sink for days and getting an attitude when I mentioned it. I sat her down in October and told her gently that I needed her to start contributing something, anything. $200 a month, help with groceries, something. She looked at me like I had slapped her. She said I was being cold. She said I was acting like a landlord instead of a friend. She said she thought I had more heart than that. I gave her 30 days notice in writing because my cousin, who is a paralegal, told me to do it that way. Tanya did not leave in 30 days. On day 32, I came home from work to find she had changed the code on my smart lock, and when I called her, she told me she had looked it up and she had tenant rights, and I needed to go through proper eviction proceedings if I wanted her out. She was living in my house, locking me out of my own house. I called the police. The officer came out and explained that because she had established residency, I did have to follow eviction procedure. I stood on my own porch listening to this information while Tanya watched from the window with her arms crossed. I called my paralegal cousin from the driveway. She told me to document everything and file immediately, which I did the next morning. But here is where it got interesting. While I was filing the eviction paperwork, I was also talking to my landlord friends in the area. Tanya had applied for 2 apartments in the past month using me as a reference without asking me. Both property managers called me. Standard reference checks. I told them both the truth, that she had been a guest in my home who had refused to leave, and that I was currently in the process of evicting her, that I could not in good conscience recommend her as a tenant. Both applications were denied. The eviction was finalized 5 weeks later. Tanya moved out on a Wednesday and left a passive-aggressive note on the kitchen counter calling me a backstabber and a fake friend. I threw the note away and opened every single window in the house and let the fresh air in. She texted me once about 2 months later, said she hoped I was happy, said karma was real. I texted back one word, agreed. Then I blocked her and repainted the spare room and turned it into a home office with a door that locks from the inside. Best decision I ever made.